So from Robinhood's massive update for Dogecoin and huge price prediction for it, to important updates and data for Bitcoin and others, there is a lot to talk about in this video. So let's talk about it. So we are currently seeing sideways movement in the crypto market, and we can see here that some cryptos are trading in the red with some losses. Now the good thing is that Bitcoin is still holding well after its recent recovery, and I think that altcoins will also show some strength in the coming days. However, we may see more consolidation in the coming days since investors appear to be still in fear and uncertainty. We can see here that the crypto fear and greed index has returned to the extreme fear zone. So this clearly means that investors are worried about getting into the market due to these global geopolitical concerns. Now, I'll talk about some important data, updates, and price analysis of Bitcoin, Doge, and others. But let's first sum to Robinhood's massive update for Dogecoin. So we are now seeing that the Robinhood trading app holds almost 32% of all circulating Dogecoin supply. That is a staggering 42 billion Doge worth around $5 billion. The platform is holding these funds on behalf of its customers, and it is storing all these Dogecoins on 2 wallets using 8 addresses. So this is an important update since we are now seeing that a majority of Doge holders are trading on Robinhood. And this makes it important for Doge since we know that Robinhood wallets are going to be launched this year, and it is expected that Doge holders are going to reap the benefits of it. And we know that the waiting list for Robinhood wallets that can be used to store, buy, and sell Dogecoin has swelled to over 2 million. And I think that this revelation of the upsurge in interest in the crypto wallets is going to be very positive for Dogecoin. This is because many of Robinhood's traders favor Dogecoin as their coin of choice, and the most important thing is that until now, those who trade cryptos such as Bitcoin and Dogecoin via the Robinhood app have been limited to buying and selling. However, with the new functionality, wallet holders will be able to buy and transfer Doge to another wallet. So they can swap assets on decentralized exchanges or engage in any number of decentralized finance applications. We also know that Elon Musk believes that this wallet feature from Robinhood is very important and beneficial for Dogecoin. And this is why he liked this tweet from Billy Marcus, and he has obviously appreciated this amazing feature of Dogecoin. And I think that Musk believes that Robinhood wallets will be a huge deal for Dogecoin since it will no longer be viewed as simply a speculative investment by the users of Robinhood. And another very important thing to note here is that this wallet feature makes Dogecoin a truly decentralized crypto. And a more positive thing for Dogecoin is that Robinhood has also announced that it is going to expand its crypto offerings. And the firm has revealed that it has set some aggressive goals to start opening its crypto platform up to customers internationally in 2022. So as we have just seen that a majority of Robinhood users are Doge holders, or they are preferring Dogecoin, if Robinhood is going to launch its services internationally, then more users will start trading Doge. All in all, I believe that this huge supply of Doge on Robinhood, the upcoming wallet programs, and Robinhood's entry into the international markets is going to favor Dogecoin and its holders in the long term. In any case, I'd like to remind you that this isn't financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. So I'd suggest that you do proper research before investing anything into crypto. And with that being said, let's come to Dogecoin's current price movements. So as I said before, the overall crypto market is now going through a consolidation phase, and this is why we are now seeing that Doge has been moving sideways during the last 24 hours. We can see here that Doge has been moving below its moving averages for some days now, and this is exactly why it has been difficult for it to find any significant pace. However, the good thing is that its daily RSI value is still in the neutral zone, which means that there is no selling pressure on it. So while Doge is expected to continue its sideways movement in the short term, the long-term outlook is still looking bullish. And now, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So Bitcoin has faced yet another rejection from the 40K resistance level, and we can see here that its price has dropped slightly in the last 24 hours. But the good thing is that it is still moving above the 38K price region, and this means that the overall sentiment has remained very much in wait and see mode. We can see here that analyst Matthew Hyland is saying that Bitcoin continues to challenge the resistance in the 39.6K zone, and it appears that it is at a decision point. So it appears that there are now 2 scenarios for Bitcoin. It will either blast past the 40K level or retest the 36.3K level, and it will potentially form an inverse head and shoulders reversal pattern from here. And as per Analysts, the bullish structure of Bitcoin within this subcycle should be maintained with the base at 37K for liquidity absorption and no longer at the 30.9K level. He is saying that if Bitcoin manages to break through the 4 to 4.4K level, this move will confirm the resumption of a short-term uptrend. Meanwhile, Bitcoin whales have been looking very bullish since last week. As per data from Sentiment, as Bitcoin's price bottomed out at 34.7K with recent war news, whales have made some massive transactions. There had been more than 15K transactions of Bitcoin worth more than $100K. In the same time period, at least 4.5K transactions with values of over $1 million were also recorded. So this means that whales are busy buying the ongoing Bitcoin dip, and I think that this show of renewed confidence in the market from investors could potentially push prices upwards in the coming days. But this is not it. On-chain data from Glassnode is now showing us that the number of addresses with a balance of 10K Bitcoin or more has been significantly increasing since February 13. Similarly, on-chain statistics through February have suggested positive sentiment for Bitcoin as the amount of Bitcoin supply is increasing. Moreover, those wallets with a positive Bitcoin balance are increasingly holding their coins. As per data from Glassnode, the amount of Bitcoin circulating supply last moved between 3 and 5 years ago has now reached a 4-year high of just over 2.8 million Bitcoin. Similarly, we are now seeing that the number of non-zero Bitcoin addresses just reached an all-time high of 40 million. So this is just more and more confirmation that these whales have taken advantage of the recent downswing to buy Bitcoin at a discount. All in all, whales' current behavior and purchasing decisions are reliable indicators showing us that Bitcoin is now ready to move to the upside pretty soon. Meanwhile, Celsius Network CEO Alex Mashinsky appears to be bullish on Bitcoin despite its brief dip amid heightened tensions between Russia and Ukraine. He is saying that Bitcoin has likely found strong support around the 30K price range, and it is now set on an upward trajectory from here. Mashinsky has predicted that Bitcoin is likely to trend higher after the flushing of excessive leverage in the markets following Russia's aggressive march toward Ukraine. Moreover, he highlighted that Bitcoin's provable scarcity will eventually push its value to greater heights. Similarly, popular crypto strategist Nicholas Merton is saying that Bitcoin and the overall crypto market are still flashing signs of bullishness despite ongoing geopolitical tensions. He highlighted that despite the deep retracements over the past year, the valuation of all cryptos continues to print bullish higher-low setups. He also said that we have been seeing buyers come here yet again as they did in the latter part of January. So this means that buyers are bullish on cryptos and they are supporting their prices. And this means that we can expect some positive momentum for Bitcoin, Doge, and other cryptos. And now, let's come to Ethereum for a minute. So Ethereum has witnessed another price drop during the last 24 hours, and it is notable that it is not able to go past the resistance level at 2.8K. However, the current bias for ETH is still bullish. This is because the daily RSI value is close to moving above 50 points as it has made a higher low during last week. So this is a pretty bullish sign for it. Similarly, the daily MACD appears hours away from a bullish crossover, and if confirmed, this would be an additional signal that Ethereum may continue its rally. And now in our altcoins roundup, let's talk about Shiba Inu since there are some massive updates for it. So the Glenrose Rehabilitation Hospital Foundation, a Canadian healthcare foundation, has just started to accept Shiba Inu and some other cryptos. So this is positive news for SHIB holders since more and more organizations are now willing to accept SHIB as its adoption is growing. And another bullish thing for Shiba Inu is that major whales are accumulating more and more SHIB tokens. So just recently, one of the largest whales on the Ethereum network has purchased over 49 billion Shiba Inu tokens. So this clearly shows that whales are bullish on SHIB while its adoption is rapidly growing, and this means that its price is also going to grow in the long term. And now coming back to Dogecoin, we have just seen that Robinhood's wallets and international services are going to benefit it in the long term. Besides, the overall sentiment for Doge is also positive, and this is why I think that the second or third quarter of this year is going to be pretty amazing for it. In any case, what are your thoughts on this? When do you think Dogecoin is going to move up from here? Let me know in the comments section below.